The Syrian National Council has agreed to join forces with other opposition groups at a meeting here in Qatar. The new umbrella organization will be called the Syrian National Coalition. Al Jazeera's Hashim Ahalbara has been following the talks in Doha and joins us now live. And Hashim, what sort of agreement has been reached? How comprehensive and inclusive is this deal?
Well, basically the international community and key regional countries like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates have been pushing for the Syrian opposition to come together here to Doha, agree on a modus operandi and on a new institution. Now, they have this Syrian National Council, which is going to be a new body of about 50 to 60 seats. Now, they're trying to pin down the final details of this agreement, which is basically how many seats should we be given to the Syrian National Council and how many seats allocated to the other main opposition parties. And we do understand at this particular moment that each faction should be vying for a bigger say in the future of the country, and therefore they would like to get more seats. Why is it crucial? Because this new coalition is the one which is going to go forward and set up the new transitional institutions, the judiciary, the military, diplomacy, and how to move forward to topple the regime of Bashar al-Assad. They will tell the international community, unless you offer us a buffer zone, a no-fly zone, and a safe area near Idlib or Aleppo where we can announce an interim government, we won't be able to move forward. So at the same time, you have the international community pushing for a bigger, more representative Syrian body. At the same time, you have the Syrians asking the international community to commit cash, weapons and more aggressive stance for them to be able to respond to the answers of the Syrian people.
So the details of that deal are still being worked out, as you said, Hashim. What is the international community, the representatives of Western countries at the meeting saying? Is this enough to get help flowing again?
What has been changing over the last few weeks are basically the French and the British saying that they would like to provide more assistance, and by assistance they open the door for all sorts of interpretations, including the fact that they would give more military help to the Syrian opposition when they are united, when they have a new chain of command with clear responsibilities, who's going to handle the weapons issue and how they're going to give it to the different factions inside Syria, and to make sure that these weapons are not going to go to the radical Islamist groups. But the feeling among the senior members of the SNC that the international community so far has betrayed the Syrian rebels. Let's listen to Joe Sabra, the newly elected leader of the SNC, what he's been saying about this issue in particular.
We need, first of all, number one, we need weapons to defend ourselves. Why the regime can't get weapons from Russia, from Iran, to kill people, and the victim can't save their lives, can't protect themselves. There is no way for Syrians to give up of seeking the freedom and dignity. No way about that. Either the international community and Arab countries help us, otherwise we will fight alone.
Hashim, you've been following the Syrian conflict closely. How optimistic are you that the opposition can keep it together long enough to really make a difference?
Well, the sense of optimism as we speak now here in the hotel where the meeting is taking place. There is a feeling that the Syrian Council, the other main opposition parties, feel the urgency and the need to show the world that they are united indeed, and that they're willing to move forward. However, they're pretty much concerned about whether the international community this time will follow suit by providing them with substantial, tangible assistance, whether be it military and or diplomatic, because they do understand that they have an obligation to come back to their own people, tell them that we are quite different, we are reinventing ourselves, we are more genuine about the need to move forward to topple the regime of Bashar al-Assad. And they do understand if they fail to get the act together here in the capital, Doha, this is going to backfire, to just further complicate the issue for them, leave the whole rebellion in disarray, create more dissent within the rebellion and the military factions inside Syria. Is going to be a major blow to the political elite gathering here in the capital, Syria. I've been to some of the major meetings of the SNC in different parts of the world. This time you feel that they do understand that tonight, and when they say tonight, they mean the next coming hours, they have to sell the international community something quite different and quite new.
Hashim, thank you for that update on the details that are being worked out for the new umbrella organization, the Syrian National Coalition.